Thanks for joining me.
No worries, no worries.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Musician Sue Lee, currently living in South Korea, up-and-coming musician.
Wait, is this being recorded right now?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Oh,
It's a Zoom meeting, but this is the only way I can do it because I can't get to South Korea.
Sorry.
It's okay. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
한국 사람이에요. So my friend, he brought me to your attention. He's like, you should check her out. And then I was looking up your videos, and I was really getting into it. And first off, where are you from, and how'd you get into music?
I'm from South Korea. My name is Sue Lee.
Okay.
And I've only just started doing music a year ago, really. I think less than a year.
Really?
Yeah, just like writing songs and producing, it's been less than a year. So I'm still learning. I'm still a baby musician. I'm still, still improving, still watching tutorials, still. I don't consider myself
a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, like your YouTube is like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So how did you get into music in the first place and everything?
Well, I was brought up classically because I started learning to play the cello when I was like 8. So I guess I always had a bit of like a musical flow in my life. And at one point I was being trained classically to play the cello, to be a professional cellist. But, I kind of realized that going the classical route isn't really my calling.
Right.
So kind of, casually practicing here and there. But just a year ago, less than a year ago, I was like, I don't want to get a job.
Yeah.
I don't want to get a job. I don't think it's my thing. I tried some internships and it just didn't work out. It's not my thing.
Right. Have you worked in restaurants?
I did a few part-time jobs actually. Yes.
It's hard.
It's bad. It's really bad. It's not my thing.
Yeah, I worked at a sushi restaurant out here in LA called Sushi Dan's.
Nice.
And my bosses were Korean as well.
Oh, cool.
And I went through hell. Like they would not let, I smoked back then, and they told me I couldn't smoke here. I had to go walk to the other end of the hall.
And
then the sushi chef said, how like Koreans can talk to you kind of like in a demeaning way, like because of like the respect.
Oh, well, I wouldn't say it's demeaning, but yes, there's like a hierarchy.
There's a hierarchy, yeah.
Different ways of addressing the kind of elderlies and the more or less of the elderly.
Yeah, he'd be like, yeah, shikya. You go, shikya, huh?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so
that's me.
I never had a good time waiting tables. I worked at IHOP. I worked at
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
The standard American cake.
So do your parents, do you have siblings in Korea? Like how's that, like do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have one sister, a small one. She's a younger one, and it's just the two of us, and it's my mom, just the three of us, so 3 girls. Dad's kind of away. He's doing his own thing somewhere.
Where is he in? Is he in Hanguk?
Yes, he is. He's in Korea. And like I'm after my parents split a few years ago. It was either like it was kind of on bad terms, so it was like either me. It's either like my mom or my dad, and I obviously chose my mom.
Yeah, it wasn't. I didn't know that they were split.
Yeah, they were split. I mean,
because that's kind of unheard of in the Korean. You know what I'm saying? In like the Korean tradition, like usually even if like the parents hate each other, they like still stick together. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's like I mean, to be honest, as a child, like I never really like learned about the specifics as to like why they split, but it's definitely not a common thing to happen. I think it's getting more and more common though, as it is in America. But
right.
But yeah, it was like, it wasn't a difficult decision. Let me just tell you that, because it wasn't like, oh my gosh, do I have to choose my dad or my mom? But it was an obvious.
It was an obvious choice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
In my family, like my dad passed last August, but like throughout our history of you know, like keeping the family together, there was domestic violence involved as well. Like he was very abusive during a certain window, mixed with alcoholism, and but you know, my mom just kind of like, you know, gutted her way through that, and yeah. I mean, through time, like I ended up forgiving him, but it was very difficult to deal with growing up. You know, because you know, Korean dads could be very violent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I can't really, I guess I can't really speak for everybody, all families, because obviously I've only experienced mine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's. I think I'm slowly learning though that my parents are as human as we all are. I think growing up, we kind of, you know, parents are gods basically. You know, we look up to them and we learn from them, and we think they are this, you know, they're the superheroes. But I think, you know, kind of witnessing my parents splitting up and seeing a lot of the vulnerable side of my parents, I kind of realized that they're just as human as we all are, and they make mistakes as we all do.
Yeah.
I think I'm just kind of, you know, learning all that jazz.
Well, I'm just like, I'm super hyped on your just the music you've been putting out. Like, so how did you get your style? You have such a unique style, even the way you do your videos and stuff. Like, what inspired you to do it that way? And like, I love it, by the way. I love it.
Thank you.
I love what you're doing. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's just like the stuff that I do is just really just an extension of who I am as a person. It's like like every single thing that I put out is me. It's like
it's not like I want to get to you. You could tell. Cause by the way, my girlfriend's a huge fan of yours.
Thank you. Thank you.
So shout out to my girl, Toni. I said, she goes, "Who's your guest this week?" And I go, "Oh, this awesome musician, up and coming musician. She's Korean. Her name's Sue Lee." She goes, "Oh, well, send me her link." And then so she started watching all your videos, and she goes, "Oh my God, I love her." and we got to the consensus of the reason why we love you so much is because you're just being yourself. You know what I mean? You're being yourself, and it's showing, you know, through your art and your music. You know, you're not, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, like in today's age, people are like clout chasing or being like, you're like completely being authentic, and that's what we love about what you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I could do that even if I wanted to. I'm very bad at lying. I'm really bad at it. It shows. If I say something that I don't mean, it shows. So yeah, I'm not like, I always say that I'm not a pop star, like a pop star material. I can't put up a mask. I can't really do it. It's not really in my abilities to do it. So yeah, I have no other option but to be myself. And you know.
So when did you start seeing like a change in like you know, listeners and viewers? Like, is it when you started doing the YouTube videos?
No, it was like I've been doing YouTube for, you know, as long as I can remember, you know, since I first started doing music full time. It was just like, although it wasn't as regular, like the contents weren't as regular as it is now, because, you know, there's more audience, and I feel like I want to show more to viewers and the listeners. But I've always been putting up videos. I've always been posting.
Can we shout out your YouTube channel real quick on the Zoom? Can you give a shout out to your YouTube channel? What your YouTube channel is?
Yeah. Oh God, I'm so bad at this.
No, but this is the whole reason, because I want to you know, I want to expose you to like the people listening to this, to your music and your videos.
Yes, my channel is, I think I have a custom URL, which is like youtube.com/SuleeOfficial. So it's like
subscribe right now, folks.
SULEE official.
Yeah.
Have I spelled it right? I don't even know. I don't care.
Sue, that's a SU, right? Sue
yes.
Lee.
SULEE official. That's Sulee official.
Yeah.
YouTube.com/Sulee.
Yeah. I had a personal question as far as, because I do music production as well. Do you do all your production as well?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's me.
You produce all your music.
Yeah.
Okay, so what types of gear, like what do you incorporate in your music? Do you have like a MIDI controller, a keyboard, like how are you doing it?
My setup is pretty basic, like super basic. Like I can actually pack up and just move around with the gears that I use for my recording. But like I use this, like, which is like pretty much.
Let me take a look at. Oh, what is that?
It's a Akai Mini.
Damn, it's an Akai. They made the MPC. Yeah, that's a good company.
Yeah. Just the standard, like, super portable, sturdy MIDI.
Yeah.
And
so is that a MIDI controller?
Yeah.
Or what sound could it create?
It's like, it's got like a little no sponsor. Like, this is just like what I use.
But hey, Akai, if you're listening, definitely sponsor my girl Sue Lee. She can use the sponsorship. Yeah.
Yes. Please reach out to me.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, for real. No, that's dope. I don't even know. I've never even seen that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. Like, it's got all the stuff, but like obviously kind of shrunk down a little bit. But it's got the basics, like the drum button.
Yeah, the drum, and then those pads you can trigger stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are you recording on? What program are you recording that music onto?
I use Ableton Live.
That's what's up. Ableton and that's all you need, huh?
Ableton's the way to go. I mean, I personally haven't tried any other music production software. Like FL Studio and like I've never even used GarageBand actually.
I was just you read my mind, because I'm on GarageBand.
Yeah, I've never used it. Not by choice.
It's like I understand it. You could really edit easy on it. It's like a very like straightforward program, and it's free with your Apple computer.
That's the thing. I've never used Apple Computer before, so I've never used GarageBand.
You would probably like it, because like it's pretty self-explanatory. It's easy to like, and then once you export, it goes right onto your iTunes library.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So you just like you could just like edit your stuff, put vocal, and dude, I don't even use a mic. I do like the built-in mic on the laptop.
Oh, nice.
So I wrap all my stuff like just into the laptop, like with my little earplugs in.
I'm curious now. I want to. I send me links. I'd love to.
Yeah, it's pretty. The reason being is because it's like, well, it came with the computer. I don't want to. I can't afford Pro Tools right now, and I'd rather just, if I could, because I'm like old school. Like I had to work my way up with technology. Like I'm used to recording on we started with 4-track recorders. You know what I mean?
What are those?
Yeah. I'll show you what an 8-track is.
Oh gosh. Oh.
So this is.
Oh, nice. That's like proper retro. What is that?
It's just a multi-track recorder, and
nice.
And then you could, there's 8 tracks.
Wait, I think I've seen one of those in like one of the Ed Sheeran's, like I think Ed Sheeran's recorded some of his previous stuff on it. I think that looks familiar. It looks.
Yeah. So it's basically, it has the same idea. 1 track, you could put your drums. Track 2, you could put your bass line. You could do vocals on 3 and 4. And yeah, it's just it's basically, it's the same thing you would get on GarageBand. It's just a recorder, but it's like.
So it records internally. You can just like speak to it and it would record.
Yeah, well, there's RCA inputs or microphone jack in, 1/4 inch in, and you could like let's say with my drum machine here, I'll grab my drum machine.
I love your socks, by the way.
So my sampler, with my sampler, I go out with the RCAs into this machine. So I put this into this. Okay. And then and then you just record, and then you could just bounce it. but since there's better technology now, this is the way you had to do it back then, like the
Oh, that's the
analog.
analog way, yeah.
Although this is a digital recorder, you know.
Right.
So going back to this machine, this used to be like just 4 tracks, and then you needed a tape in it, like a cassette tape.
Okay.
And you recorded the music onto a tape like that was built into this thing.
Whoa.
Pretty like prehistoric kind of way of recording.
The Stone Age of recording. Sounds sweet though. It looks pretty cool. Like for me, that's an uncharted area. Like I'm still learning about the digital production side, let alone the analog.
You don't have to go backwards. This is just the way you had to do it back then. Nowadays, you have the proper stuff. Like I'm actually like way behind what you're using. Like I wouldn't be able to like figure that out. I'm kind of like I'm old school. You know, I just I mean, my girl actually got me like the Introduction Ableton program.
Oh yeah, I think you can get like a mini version.
Yeah,
actually, yeah.
So she got me that, and I couldn't figure.
So
for
many
the life
knobs,
of me, I couldn't figure it out. I was spent all night, and I was like, well, how do I just make a beat, or how do I do drums? I just couldn't do it, and I just got frustrated.
Isn't there a software called like Fruity Loops or something? I think that's similar to GarageBand.
That's so crazy you brought up Fruity Loops, because that's the program when I had my old PC, like in early 2000, like I would say 2004, right. 2005, I would incorporate Fruity Loops into like my production as well. I really love that program.
Do people still use it? I don't know much about.
I don't know. Does it still exist?
I don't know.
Oh, I would still love to use that. Yeah. Because you could do all kinds of like drum programming on it, like come up with your own like drums and stuff and beats.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like software, I'm still learning as well. Like I'm still watching tons of tutorials myself.
Yeah. And now, as far as like, what are you recording your videos on? Do you have like, what kind of camera equipment are you using? Do you have your own like
Yeah. I use like my phone to record my podcasts, which I've just started.
Can we shout out your podcast real quick so people are familiar with it? Where can people listen to your podcast?
Oh, well, I'm not really actually like putting it up on any streaming sites yet, but it's on YouTube. It's on my channel.
Okay.
It's called Overthinker Society. It's really fun because
Overthinker Society.
Yeah.
Look that up and subscribe. Yeah.
Yes, let's overthink together.
Yeah.
Join me.
What did you think of that title?
I think it came quite naturally. It was just like, I overthink. I'm an overthinker.
Yeah.
And let me just invite some people in. So
yeah,
society and then Overthinker Society. It just kind of was a little intuitive, just naming of it. Yeah. Not too much thought.
You made me think of just how, because we're both Korean, and do you think that's like a Korean trait? Because sometimes I can't sleep because I'm overthinking. I'm overanalyzing things, you know?
Yeah, me too. I mean, I don't think it's a Korean thing. I think it's more of a universal trait. Obviously the levels at which like people overthink depends on your personality or your life experience or whatever your thought process is. But I think it's just kind of like some people just think too much. Yeah. And it's toxic sometimes. It's really bad. Gets you
right.
Really
no, I hear you.
Yeah.
So what's it like in Korea right now? Are people wearing masks and everything? Like, what's it like living out there?
It's pretty chill actually. I think we're still wearing masks and we're like, still social distancing and stuff and whatnot. But we were never in quarantine. So we never was asked to like, stay inside, and that was like the legal requirement.
Right.
Nationally. We were never in lockdown. But we're still, washing our hands, wearing masks, and sometimes we're not allowed in stores if we're not wearing masks and things like that. But Corona's still, kind of out and about.
As far as, because I love watching your Instagram stories.
Oh, you want?
They're awesome.
Thanks.
They're so, it's kind of like a day in the life, kind of like, because like I love the way you just will film like a random building, and then and at the end of the day you're eating like kimchi jjigae.
Yeah, kimchi jjigae is like my standard go-to. I think that's the most like the healthiest that my diet could ever get, kimchi jjigae.
Yeah.
Because like, it doesn't go off from there. Like it's always like sweets for me or like cereal bars.
I was craving it watching you eat like kimchi. I was like, oh my God, I want it right now.
It's good.
So
it's mom made it. So you know it's gonna be good when mom.
Yeah. Because my mom, you know what? The one thing I regret, because my mom always like just the Korean like essentials like kimbap in kimchi jjigae. Like I didn't pay attention. Like she tried to teach me how to make it, but now I regret it because I'm like, damn, I would love to make that right now,
Yeah, I mean, you can always like look at recipes and stuff, but it's just not the same when mom makes it. Like mom made is always better than any of the like recipe followed.
Does she put tofu in it? Like what does she put in it to make it really good?
Oh yeah, she puts all the things, all the basic
stuff. Tofu.
Yeah, tofu, but I'm more of a like I'm getting all like obsessive over it, but I'm more of a beef person. Like I'm more of a pork kimchi jjigae rather than tofu kimchi jjigae, which is like a completely different genre of kimchi jjigae.
Yeah, I love it all.
I'm more of the pork person.
Yeah. So like does she make a whole pot of it and just give it to you? You put it in your fridge?
Yep. She makes like a whole pot, like which is massive, and I just kind of take.
Oh my God.
For me to like finish it, but oh gosh.
Honestly, can you eat that every day? I could.
I could
definitely eat that every day.
Yeah. I could easily. I have a phase, like I have phases with food though. Like when I get into a certain food, I would just run with it. I would just run with it and eat nothing but that for like a certain period of time until I get so tired of it that I never even touch my hands on it.
I'm like that now with quarantine now too. I just eat the same thing every night.
Yeah. What is it? What is it for you?
Okay, so I make a pot of rice.
Right.
And I make basically like this egg and ham kind of like omelet fusion thing.
Okay.
And then when it's cooked, I sprinkle cheese over it so it melts all over it. And then I put that over the rice.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I have a cucumber salad recipe the base ingredients rice vinegar, a little salt, a little pepper, sesame seeds, and then it's kind of like like my side dish.
I'm envisioning the whole taste and like the look of it now. It sounds amazing. Nice.
My mom taught me how to make that because I'm like, well, cool. Damn, I want to make like at least know how to do a side dish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe I should ask my mom to teach me some stuff. I suck at cooking, so not really. I don't think I suck at everything that I do with my own hands. My family calls me poop hands in the household because I'm so shit with like crafting stuff. I'm really bad at it.
Like dong hands?
Yeah, dongson.
Dong hands.
Yeah, like
dude, that would be an awesome name for a band.
Oh my God.
Like a punk rock, like now in Korea, like I know like breakdancing's big in Korea, but are they open to like alternative music, like different music?
Frankly, I'm not really sure because I mean, K-pop is obviously the predominant like kind of culture in music, music industry here in Korea. That's like the main thing that people.
That whole culture of K-pop, it's just really outside my realm. It's like I don't really understand it that much.
I mean, I don't really listen to K-pop either. Having said that, I'm a huge fan of EXO though. I don't know if you've heard of them, but their songs are.
What's that girl? What's a couple of her hits?
EXO. Yeah. I think
they have like love songs and stuff like that.
They're mostly, I think they're mostly love songs.
Yeah, I think my mom likes her.
Oh no, EXO's EXO's a boy group. But
Oh, I thought it was a female singer. I'm sorry. That's how much I know about K-pop. I don't know nothing. I don't know
yeah,
nothing.
I mean, frankly, I don't know much about the K-pop scene either, myself. But
I know who JYP is though. Keep in mind, I know who that is.
JYP, yes.
Yeah.
One of the JRP.
He's like the Puff Daddy of Korea. Like he like recruits all these kids.
Yeah, and he's also I believe he's also an active singer as well himself.
Oh yeah, my brother's a comedian and actor, and so back in the day, he flew my brother out for. Have you heard of the Wonder Girls?
Yes.
Yeah, so my brother Bobby is in one of the Wonder Girls video as an alien.
Oh wow.
And they had an extra plane ticket, so I went out there to Korea, and dude, they filmed 18 hours straight.
Just for the music video?
Just for the music video. He didn't have his own trailer. It was just like one trailer where everyone was at. And they had one lunch break. They had a big pot of kimchi jjigae and like a catering service. It was just one big pot of kimchi jjigae. And after they ate, they go, okay, back. Like Koreans, like they
wow, that's intense. That's intense. 18 hours. Jesus Christ.
They're like workaholics.
Wow. I wonder,
I don't get the recruitment aspect because I know that they have dormitories and stuff. It's like crazy.
Yeah. Like the trainee system, I believe, is very
grooming. There's like a whole grooming recruitment system. It's like really odd.
Yeah. It's a very peculiar system compared to how the music industry works in America and like the Western hemisphere. Maybe it's a cultural difference. Maybe it is, but it's definitely very, very different from the Western hemisphere.
Right. And I just read an article too about like there's like post-depression like suicides too, like like K-pop stars like killing themselves, because there has to be a lot of pressure of being in the limelight. And then moving out of that where you're like irrelevant, so to speak, and then dealing with that kind of reality, the post-traumatic kind of like, what do I do now type thing,
Yeah, I can't speak for these people. I can't either. I know for sure that they bust their asses for their dreams and things like that. And it's amazing when people achieve things that they deserve, for what they've been building up for and training for many years in their lives. I think there's so much competition as well. I think it's I've been lucky enough to not still be able to start pursuing music without having experienced all that. But yes, there's still a lot of competition. As people train for years and still not be able to even get the chance to debut. So yeah, it's an area that I don't know if I would ever subscribe.
I think that you're personally on the right trajectory. You're like a one-person army because you're like filming all your stuff, you're producing all your stuff, you're writing all your stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think it's awesome in today's age that people are able to do that, and they work outside the system. You know what I mean?
Yeah, people can honestly, people can do it. Like it's the learning curve is steep, definitely, but like with the equipment getting so inexpensive and like the tutorials are literally there for everyone to watch. It's like everyone can do it, really. Everyone can do it with the right hustling mindset, I guess.
Yeah, you're doing a fantastic job. So like as far as I know, you can't perform now, but like have you done shows out there in Korea or the States or anything?
I mean, not officially. Like I've done like school talent shows.
Yeah. Because I think that's what's next for you. It's like once this thing's all over and it starts settling down, like, because I'm sure, because you're building up a fan base as we speak, and I'm sure people would love to come out and support and see you.
I'd love to see them as well. Like I wanna make this physical. I want to make this tactile.
Absolutely.
I'd love to get into live shows sometime. hopefully soon when this, hopefully this COVID-19 situation gets better.
I know it's crazy right now.
Very soon, fingers crossed.
So where can most listeners download and listen to your music and like get your music? Like where is the best place to go to?
I mean, my songs are pretty much out everywhere, iTunes, Spotify, everywhere. But for people to specifically download the songs, I would say Bandcamp in a more universal way, because
I love Bandcamp.
Yeah,
I'm a huge advocate for I love Bandcamp. I'm on Bandcamp myself. I love it.
Nice.
I love
it's pretty
Bandcamp.
Straightforward. Like you can just upload.
Yeah.
And, like you don't have to wait like you have to with uploading your songs.
With streaming services, that if people want to buy your music, it goes directly to you through your PayPal or whatever you want to do.
Yeah. So I think it's pretty artist friendly, Bandcamp.
Can we shout out your Bandcamp right now? Like, what's your personal Bandcamp again?
Oh, I should probably know this, but I don't. It's
I think it's important. Go ahead and look it up because I want people to know what your Bandcamp is.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go see it now.
Yeah.
I'm literally having to.
Because when this comes out, I want them to go directly to your Bandcamp to download some of your stuff.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Where is it? Okay, Bandcamp. Here it is.
Okay.
Oh, it's Sue Lee Bandcamp. So it's suelee.bandcamp.com, and Sue Lee is SULEE.bandcamp.com.
suelee.bandcamp.com, right?
Yes. I believe so. Yes, that is correct. Sue Lee.
So that again, that's SULEE.bandcamp.com. How many projects do you have on your Bandcamp?
Right now I've got all of them. So I like all my EP, like all the singles, and even songs that I haven't actually released on streaming services yet.
Yeah. And so how much is a song? Like 99 cents? Do you have it marked like that? The pricing?
I believe some of them are free actually, but you can just like opt to like pay a little more if you want.
Yeah, so you
just like basically just $1 for a track though. Basically.
Yeah. So hopefully when this comes out, people go directly to your Bandcamp and get some of your stuff. Because that would help out, right?
I would very much appreciate that. That would be great.
Yeah. So again, Sue Lee, SULEE.bandcamp.com.
Yes.
Should I put this in the description on my YouTube when I post it?
Yeah, that'd be great.
But like we're done here in a few minutes, because we're getting down to the last 10 minutes or so.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, I keep my Zoom interviews kind of like short and sweet, like 45 minutes. Because I usually, if you were in LA, it'd be like an hour or so. But I wanted to emphasize that more. Maybe I'm asking you after this is all said and done for you to send me those links. I need to start doing that anyway, putting the guest links on there.
Yeah, sounds great.
And so, okay, can we since we're kind of like winding down now, can we shout out all your social media, your YouTube? And do you have merch?
Oh yeah, I recently put out merch actually.
Okay, let's talk about that. I want to like really put a flashlight on that. So
cool.
Where could they get a shirt or something from you?
That's on Teespring. And Teespring is a site that I've put out my merch on. And I've got the link out here.
Yeah.
And it's teespring.com/stores/Sue Lee.
Pick up a t-shirt today, folks. Pick
it up.
So she could have more kimchi jjigae to eat and keep up. And so do you go to grocery stores out there? There's like cool little stores to get.
Oh yeah, supermarkets are my favorite place in the world. Like I could spend hours looking through different products and labels on
Yeah. Hey, Korea has their own version of 7-Up. What is it called? It's in like it looks like a Red Bull can. It looks like kind of like a Red Bull can. It's yellow and green. Is that out there? It's like kind of like Sprite or 7-Up. It's like this sparkling lemon and lime soda drink.
Ooh, I mean, we have so many beverages that are just exclusive to Korea.
Yeah. Can I give a shout out to Bananasteve?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Bananasteve is the way to go.
Let me tell you something.
It's like
because I drink Red Bull. I drink Red Bull, but Bananasteve, you can make your own Red Bull if you have sparkling water, cold sparkling water, and you pour a little bit of the Bananasteve mixed in with the sparkling water, and it'll taste exactly like Red Bull.
Oh, I hadn't thought of that. Although sparkling water is quite hard to get a hold of in Korea. It's not as common as.
I'm addicted to it. I love sparkling water.
Oh, I don't know. Sparkling water kind of has a bit of a weird taste for me. Maybe I just tried a bit of a dodgy brand. I don't know.
The reason why I drink it is because I had like a soda pop addiction, like where I would go to Bevmo and I would buy like sarsaparilla and root beer. And my whole fridge at one point was just different, like root beers and colas. And my friend came to visit me, and he's like, "Dude, you're getting fat."
I've never actually personally tried root beer. I'm curious to try.
Oh, it's the best.
Does it have any similarities to actual beer?
No, it's like soda with like a caramel flavoring. Like,
oh, yum.
Yeah, it's like cola mixed with like caramel. It's the best. Oh my god.
I once went to Harry Potter Studios in London, and they sold like butter beer. So I'm wondering if
Wait, I never heard of that. What's that?
So like, you know how in Harry Potter they always go to pubs and they always order like when Harry Potter goes to pubs, he always orders butter beer.
Oh wow, I need to try that out.
I tried it out, and it's amazing. It's quite like, it's like this foamy kind of caramel latte, but like more diluted.
Yeah, I love that. It sounds delicious.
It's great. Yeah, I love caramel.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of root beer, birch beer, ginger beer. I'm a fan of all of that.
Okay.
All of it. So any listeners out there, any like ginger beer or root beer companies, definitely holler at us.
I'll do a very amateur review of the root beers.
So before I forget, what's your Instagram again? And I want to say it all again so people could support you in different ways.
Okay, my Instagram handle is at Sulee Susu. So that's SULEE.
Yeah.
SUSU. And
you can't see it here. Sorry,
that's just white.
SUL. It's SULEE SUSU. Sulee Susu.
Yes.
SULEE SUSU.
Yes.
Sulee Susu.
Yes.
With U's, right?
Yes.
All with U's.
Yes. All with you.
Okay. Follow her. And follow her Bandcamp today. Sulee.bandcamp.com. Your YouTube and your merch again. I want to.
YouTube is youtube.com/SuleeOfficial, which is SULEE official.
Yeah.
That's YouTube. And what else was there? Bandcamp?
Yeah. Your Bandcamp is Sulee.bandcamp.com.
Yes.
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 Go there today, folks. Download and listen to the music. It's great music. I love what you're doing. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm a fan of what you're doing, and I think you should just keep going.
Always.
Especially in today's age. I mean, it's awesome to see an artist like yourself, like being able to promote, produce, film your videos, and put it out there for the masses to watch.
Yeah,
okay.
Always keep them coming.
So that was easy, right? I mean, I just have a few announcements if you don't mind, and then.
Go for it.
But I want to remind you though, after this, through your Instagram, DM me all the links you want me to put for this particular episode.
All good.
Okay. So shout out to Sue Lee again. Support her music. Check her videos and her music out. There's a Patreon attached to this show. If you want the newest patrons, if you go to patreon.com/Steebee Weebee are David Houghton, Jesus Magana, Isaiah Kilby, and today, well, I'm going to welcome Cordelia DeVoe. Okay. There's a website affiliated with the show. If you go to www.steebeeweebeeshow.com, there's merch on that. Keep in mind, since the quarantine is happening, all of the orders are delayed because of, you know, the shipping and everything is delayed. So, but you will get your stuff. I look at it every day. SteebeeWeebeeShow.com. Go to Instagram /QUANGOU. My music's at SteebieWeebeeBandcamp.com. There's a P.O. box. I haven't checked in a while, but if you want to send packages, send all your stuff to 1425 North Cherokee Avenue, P.O. Box 1391, LA, California 90093. Support all my friends' podcasts, Losco Projects, Necro Electric, WFE, Tiger Belly, Bad Friends, and your YouTube channel one more time.
YouTube.com/SuliOfficial. That's it. That's the channel.
Thank you so much. It was an honor. Thanks for taking time to let me interview you. And hopefully, are you going to be after this is all said? Are you going to come out to the States again, or what's the deal? Are you just going to be in Korea?
Hopefully, it's my dream to move out to, you know, somewhere in the States, or maybe even the UK, back to the UK where my friends are. But yes, I would love to move abroad again sometime soon.
Okay. So you're definitely gonna either be in South Korea or London in the future.
Or America.
Yeah. You're always welcome as a guest on the Steebee Weebee Show. We could get a part 2, part 3, part 4. I always like doing that with my guests.
Awesome. Yeah.
I wanna give them a platform as well. So,
good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
so
much.
Thanks for your time. We're at the 45-minute mark. I think we're looking good. Thanks again to you, and the best of luck in your future creations.
Thank
Sue
you.
Lee.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we could end it about now, and I'll just thanks for your time. Yeah, because I'll edit it to where, like right now, it'll be cut. Sitting by his side, he was a fallen leaf. Couldn't pick him up, a lifetime is brief. Homage to my pops and what he's achieved. From Korea to the land of stripes, BFE side. To high auditory states, meet your guide. Your body stays below the river tide. Confide in the waters, holding secrets as your lies subside. Upside is a feeling in a pot to fly. My balloon, let it fly up to the moon. Yeah, shaped like a spoon, not to be exhumed. Assume that it knew about the air it flew. A lonely troll with a tantrum throw. Hating on the keys like he's not King Kong. Not a friend but a foe on a gossip bro. The Pope wears a tiara crown shaped like a fish. Donating all your earnings to the church, make a wish. Remember when you